Got to lose, 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 got to lose.
Yo, what is going on, guys? Hope y'all are having a great day. My name is Seth and I'm gonna be the host of today's video. I'm gonna be showing you some anime where the main character gets betrayed but returns overpowered. So before further ado, make sure to subscribe and smash that like button. Coming in at number 10 on the list, we have Roka no Yusha. This anime has been dubbed. It premiered in July of 2015, having 12 episodes, and the genres are action, adventure, fantasy, magic, and mystery. In this anime, an ancient legend states that with the revival of the demon god, 6 heroes, the Braves of the 6 Flowers, will be chosen by the goddess of fate, granting them power to rise up against the fiends attempting to turn the world into a living hell. Adlet Mayer, self-proclaimed strongest man in the world, has arrived at the continent of Pina in hopes of becoming a brave. Although it doesn't go as smoothly as he had planned, Adlet is ultimately chosen as one of the 6 heroes shortly after being greeted by Nashintania Loi Pina Augustra, crowned princess and fellow brave. Coming in at number 9 on the list, we have Aru Furuta. This anime has been dubbed. It premiered in July of 2019, having 13 episodes, and the genres are action, adventure, fantasy, and harem. In this anime, the ordinary life of a 17-year-old otaku Hajime Nagumo is disrupted when his classmates are summoned to a fantasy world and tasked with saving mankind. While his classmates are gifted with impressive abilities useful in combat, Hajime is belittled for only gaining an inferior transmutation skill that lacks any real offensive power. During an expedition in the Great Orcus Labyrinth, Hajime is betrayed by one of his classmates, plummeting him to the bottom of an abyss. Though he survives the fall, Hajime is faced with menacing monsters and misfortunes that send him spiraling into a grim nightmare. Desperate to live and return home one day, he resolves to fight for his survival, only to meet an imprisoned vampire he names Yue, who is also seeking to escape the labyrinth. Taking an interest in him, Yue and a few others along the way accompany Hajime on his journey to find a way back home, while steadily transforming from commonplace to world's strongest. Coming in at number 8 on the list, we have Stranger Muko Haran. This anime has been dubbed. It premiered in September of 2007, having 1 movies, and the genres are action, adventure, historical, and samurai. In this anime, in the Sengoku period of Japan, a young orphan named Katoru and his dog Tobimaru steal from unsuspecting villagers in order to make ends meet. However, Kataru is forced to remain on the run when he finds himself being hunted down by assassins sent by China's Ming Dynasty for mysterious reasons not involving his petty crimes. Fortunately, the duo run into Nanashi, a ronin who has taken refuge in a small temple, when Kataru is attacked and Tobimaru is poisoned. Although the samurai saves the helpless pair from their pursuers, he feels that there is no need to help them further. But when he is offered a gem in exchange for his services as a bodyguard, he reluctantly accepts Katoru's offer of employment, just until Tobimaru is healed and the two reach their destination. As the 3 set out on a perilous journey, it soon becomes evidence that their past is riddled with danger, as the Ming Dynasty has now sent a terrifying swordsman after them to capture Katoru and fulfill a certain prophecy. Coming in at number 7 on the list, we have Garu the Animation. This anime has been dubbed. It premiered in October of 2014, having 34 episodes, and the genres are action, demons, fantasy, magic, and supernatural. In this anime, in the name of the king, the Valiante Kingdom launched hunts to exterminate users of witchcraft. 17 years later, their pursuit is still growing in both size and brutality. Unbeknownst to the citizens, the targets of these witch hunts are the secret protectors of humanity. Known as the Makai Knights and Alchemists, they have a strong will to protect people from horrors, demons who possess souls plagued by sadness and pain. One such Makai Knight is 17 years old, Leon Lewis, who inherits the legendary armor of the Golden Knight Garu from his mother. Though he possesses great power, he struggles to overcome the hatred he bears from his mother's death at the hands of the kingdom. His father, German, known as Zoro the Shadow-Cutting Knight, is still training Leon when he is called to investigate the upsurge of horrors in the kingdom's capital. Although German knows Leon's will is wavering, he decides to bring Leon along to continue his training. Coming in at number 6 on the list, we have Kaze no Stigma. This anime has been dubbed. It premiered in April of 2007, having 24 episodes, and the genres are action, magic, romance, fantasy, and shonen. In this anime, Kazuma Yagami is a user of Fujitsu, the ability to control the wind. He returns to his old home, The noble Kanagi household, after being banished 4 years ago for his inability to control fire and his subsequent defeat in a duel at the hands of his younger cousin, Ayano Kanagi. Returning after such a brutal exile already gives rise to many conflicts, but to make matters worse, several Kanagi family members have recently been murdered with Fujitsu. This leads the Kanagi family, including the hot-headed Ayano, to suspect Kazuma as the culprit. Now Kazuma must not only clear his name, but also aid the family he shares a mutual hatred with in order to discover the true identity of the killer. Coming in at number 5 on the list, we have The Rising of the Shield Hero. This anime has only been dubbed. It premiered in January of 2019, having 25 episodes, and the genres are action, adventure, drama, and fantasy. In this anime, the 4 cardinal heroes are a group of ordinary men from modern-day Japan summoned to the kingdom of Melromark to become its saviors. Melromark is a country plagued by the waves of catastrophe that have repeatedly ravaged the land and brought disaster to its citizens for centuries. The 4 heroes are respectively bestowed a sword, spear, bow, and shield to vanquish these waves. Naofumi Iwatani, and Utaku becomes cursed with the fate of being the shield hero. Armed with only a measly shield, Naofumi is belittled and ridiculed by his fellow heroes and the kingdom's people due to his weak offensive capabilities and lackluster personality. When the heroes are provided with resources and comrades to train with, Naofumi sets out with the only person willing to train alongside him, Malty Melromark. He is soon betrayed by her, however, and becomes falsely accused of taking advantage of her. Naofumi then becomes heavily discriminated against and hated by the people of Melromark for something he didn't do. Coming in at number 4 on the list, we have Batum. This anime has only been dubbed. It premiered in October of 2012, having 12 episodes, and the genres are action, sci-fi, psychological, and seinen. In this anime, Ryuta Sakamoto is unemployed and lives with his mother, his only real achievement being that he is Japan's top player of the popular online video game Batum. However, his peaceful life is about to change when he finds himself stranded on an island in the middle of nowhere with a small green crystal embedded in his left hand, and no memory of how he got there. To his shock, someone has decided to recreate the game he is so fond of in real life, with the stakes being life or death. Armed with a bag full of unique bombs known as BIM, the players are tasked with killing 7 of their fellow participants and taking their green crystals in order to return home. Initially condemning any form of violence, Ryuta is forced to fight when he realizes that many of the other players are not as welcoming as they may seem. Teaming up with Himiko, a fellow Batum player, they attempt to get off the island together, coming closer and closer to the truth behind this contest of death. Coming in at number 3 on the list, we have Mawaru Penguin Drum. This anime has been dubbed. It premiered in July of 2011, having 24 episodes, and the genres are mystery, comedy, dementia, psychological, and drama. In this anime, for the Tatakura family, destiny is an ever-spinning wheel, pointing passionately in their direction with equal tides of joy and sorrow before taking on to the next wishmaker. With their parents gone, twin brothers Kanba and Shoma live alone with their beloved sister, Himari, whose poor health cannot decline any further. On the day Himari is given permission to temporarily leave the hospital, her brothers take her out to the aquarium to celebrate, where the family's supposed fate is brought forth with her sudden collapse. However, when Himari is inexplicably revived by a penguin hat from the aquarium souvenir shop, the hand of fate continues to tick faithfully forward. With her miraculous recovery, though, comes a cost. There is a new entity within her body whose condition for keeping her fate at bay sends the boys on a wild goose chase for the mysterious penguin drum. In their search, the boys will have to follow the threads of fate leading from their own shocking past into the lives of other wishmakers vying for the penguin drum, all hoping to land upon their chosen destiny. Coming in at number 2 on the list, we have Guilty Crown. This anime has been dubbed. It premiered in October of 2011, having 22 episodes, and the genres are action, sci-fi, superpower, drama, romance, and mecha. In this anime, Japan 2039. 10 years after the outbreak of the apocalypse virus, an event solemnly regarded as Lost Christmas. The once proud nation has fallen under the rule of the GHQ, an independent military force dedicated to restoring order. Funeral Parlor, a guerrilla group led by the infamous Guys Tsutugami, act as freedom fighters, offering the only resistance to the GHQ's cruel despotism. Inori Yuzuraha, a key member of Funeral Parlor, runs into the weak and unsociable Shu Oma during a crucial operation, which results in him obtaining the power of kings, an ability which allows the wielder to draw out the manifestations of an individual's personality or voids. Now an unwilling participant in the struggle against GHQ, Shu must learn to control his newfound power if he is to help take back Japan once and for all. Coming in at number 1 on the list, we have Evil or Live. This anime has only been subbed. It premiered in October of 2017, having 12 episodes, and the genres are action, adventure, fantasy, magic, and mystery. In this anime, severe internet addiction has become an epidemic infecting the nation's youth, ultimately resulting in extreme dependence on the World Wide Web. Those who are too far gone are enrolled at Elite Re-Education Academy in order to help them grow into successful adults. Hibiki is one such teenager who wakens in the facility unaware of how he came to be there. He learns from the head instructor that he was knocked out and brought to school at his mother's behest, concerned with how belligerent her son was becoming as a result of his internet addiction. Stuck in a place more akin to a prison than an academy, and with no escape from the abuses of the instructors, Hibiki decides to end his life by jumping from the roof. But as fate would have it, he meets a mysterious man named Shin who promises to give his life meaning.